to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Abrams. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilmore. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wildcats! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Complete to start this drive. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. To the air. It's Bolden. Get it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Kentucky! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And down he goes back at the 3. The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the... Here they come, and it's blocked. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked.
He smashes his way through again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physically.
And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Jukes his way for more. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Patterson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Jackson will throw. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And the Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Boley. Oh, they're after him! And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Power football with the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Abrams. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Off-play action on 1st down. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Russ. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Jackson will throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first.
There he goes! The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 16 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Abrams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Gators will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Got a man, it's Jackson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to throw again. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gators! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Boley. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gilmore. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Jackson will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Foley. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger